Hello. All right, so I like to actually do these videos by randomly selecting journal entries that call out to me that I post on my site. This journal entry is from July 3rd, 2022. This is the first entry of volume 5. So basically, I have started journaling in my adult years in 2020 when some shit went down in my own life. And since then, I've acquired a pretty large stack of journals, and it's kind of become contemplations too. And I've been transcribing all of those contemplations and obviously keeping some private for myself that are more so messages to myself and revisiting them. So the entry that called me today is called Patience. So here we go. Volume 5. Volume 5. I started Volume 1 after all that shit went down with Jonathan. It was the beginning of January 2020, and I decided that I needed to heal and work on myself. Boy, did I ever. It's been quite the 2.5 years since starting the work. I found myself pushing, searching, and so impatient to become the highest evolvement of myself and to know all of it. Tantra, breathwork, all the types of meditation, somatic therapy. To that I now say, patience. This is only the beginning. 2.5 years of a lifetime of seeking, learning, and healing. I am exactly where I need to be, not one step behind. I will never know everything. There's so much to know that I will be forever curious, learning, and evolving. I've come so far with communicating and listening to my intuition, pushing myself, expressing myself, and even allowing myself to love. Not only knowing romantic love, but also falling in love with humanity and the world around me. I feel more connected than I ever have to myself and whatever else there is. The network of life around me, I suppose. I feel almost blank, but not quite. Maybe like how consciousness is a container, yet uncontained all at once. I feel open, like a blank canvas with colors just swirling under the surface, but not necessarily painting and coloring just yet. What am I waiting for? These days I feel like the floodgates are on the brink of opening. I feel the pressure building and building, the weight of colors, emotions, and energy pushing against the doors. When will it come out? Or is the lever in my hands now? Or is it more like a control board and I have the ability to harness the power of the flow, letting it trickle out as I need? Now, how do we get chaos and control to work together? Creativity and organization. Maybe it's like jazz, but who oversees the flow? The different instruments and energies inside of me are the colors, and I'm both the canvas and the vessel for these things to pass through. As I continue to move forward, I will remember to listen to both the content and the spaces in between the sounds. I'll listen to timing, the shifts in energy within myself and the world around me, when to receive and when to be in a state of action. I will flow, release control, and any attempts to force action against the state of circumstances and timing. By listening, I am a co-creator, not a conqueror of the resources. I trust myself. I trust the spirit and flow of life. I trust that everything will happen when it will. All I can do is my best. Remember to enjoy the process and be present. Wow. Every time I do this journal roulette thing, it's so on theme with just my own journeys this week. Trust that everything will happen when it will happen. All I can do is my best. That's the 3 lines. All I can do is my best. Remember to enjoy the process and be present. Keep doing what you're doing. If it's done from a place of love, joy, and the energy you're putting into it is authentic, just keep doing your best. 2, remember to enjoy the process. Enjoy it. Enjoy building. Enjoy the work. Yes, there is a vision of what your creation is going to look like, what it's going to manifest into. But if you were to skip this whole thing and you just had your designer line or the mansion on the beach kind of thing, it's like if you were just handed this, I guarantee you will feel so much emptier and less satisfying than if you sat in that beach house and looked at everything you did to get there. The wealth, the abundance, the business you created, that you went through the messy periods of trial and error, experimentation, figuring out what you like and don't like. It's a very enjoyable process, and you often forget that. I often forget that because we're so fixated on the beach house or being a world acclaimed designer. So the last one is be present. Have that vision, but continue to anchor yourself in the present moment. Have gratitude for it. Hold it all with love. Hold yourself with love with where you are right now. And that's it. And just trust that everything will happen when it will. With that, keep doing it. Keep flowing. See you next time. That is fine.